Hi, and welcome to People and Roles Question 2 Part A. And there are 4 marks for this part. So this is the review of the Agile Project Management Practitioner Practice Paper. And I'm going to go through these questions and just give you some feedback on the answers, etc. And then talk a bit more about what is happening here. So the Rollins project is in foundations. The business sponsor now wants a simple website, 4 pages, decide this is a must-have requirement. So a facilitated workshop has got together to discuss it. So we'll look at a couple of roles that are going to take place and their responsibility and accountability during the workshop and for adding this new requirement. So let's have a look at the questions themselves. Now, you note it asks which 2 actions should the business sponsor take. So we need 2 out of the 5, and there are 5 answer statements. Obviously, that supports the fact you need to fill in 2 bullets. And hopefully, you've been through this already and have done just that. So let's have a look at the statements. First statement. Check that after inclusion, the website requirement, the project is still in line with business case, which is very much a role of the business sponsor, looking at business case, strategic direction, organizational strategies, etc., about funding, resources, etc. So this is one of the main attributes and requirements is to check with the business case. So that's option A is good. B, add the extra tasks required to the website to the appropriate time box plan. Well, this is actually the solution development team that will be doing that, nobody else. C, approve the inclusion of website high-level requirements to the PRL, the prioritized requirements list. Well, for the high-level requirements, now we're looking at the business visionary as a responsibility, not the sponsor. So that's not right either. D, ensure that funds and other resources are made available for the development of the site. I'm talking about that funds and other resources are made available. This is exactly what the sponsor is responsible for doing. So D is the other answer at the moment. Check E, prepare and circulate an agenda for the facilitated workshop. Well, this, of course, is the workshop facilitator's responsibility. So the answers here are A and D. Okay, let's have a look at number 2, project manager. Add extra tasks required to create the website. Well, we've already discussed that. It's the solution development team. Make sure there is appropriate business involvement regarding the website within subsequent high-level planning. Well, since the high-level planning is the responsibility of the PM, the project manager is there to also ensure that business involvement is appropriately engaged. So that is a good statement here so far. Agree the technical architecture for the website. Well, this is actually the technical coordinator's responsibility. Add the technical tasks required to develop the site into the delivery plan. Again, the delivery plan is the project manager's responsibility, so they need to add the tasks required to develop the site in the plan. So that's the other good answer so far. Finally, ensure that all workshop participants are actively engaged or appropriately engaged. This is the workshop facilitator's role. So for that, the PM answers here are B and D. Okay, let's have a look now at the technical coordinator. Agree the technical architecture for the website. Well, we've just seen that sentence, so we know that's a right answer. Ensure that funds are made available for technical resources. Well, this is actually still the sponsor's role, the business sponsor, not the technical coordinator. Ensure appropriate technical best practice coding standards are adhered to. Well, absolutely right, because it's all to do with the architecture, standards, quality, etc. around the overall solution. So this is the second option for the technical coordinator and an action that role should take. Check the last 2. Add technical tasks to the website. Well, this is the solution development team. And again, approve the inclusion of the website's high-level requirements. That's the business visionary. So the answer there are A and C. And finally, which 2 actions should the workshop facilitator take? So we're going to make sure that people are following and engaged and prepare and run the workshop. So specify the appropriate workshop scope. Well, that would be the project manager to specify the scope, not the workshop facilitator. They will agree and run it through the workshop, but the actual specification of the scope comes from the project manager mostly. B. Add tasks required to hold the workshop to the time box plan. This is the solution development team's responsibility in time boxes. Prepare and circulate the agenda. Absolutely right. This is exactly what a workshop facilitator would do. Check that after inclusion of the workshop, the project is in line with business case. Well, we've already seen this and we've agreed this is the business sponsor, and this is correct. And finally, ensure that all workshop participants are appropriately engaged in the workshop process. Well, that's the other role and responsibility of the workshop facilitator. So the answers here are C and E. Hopefully you've performed quite well. If you do have any concerns, and reread through the relevant sections in the handbook regarding people and roles on those chapters, and if you still need further clarification even after listening to the audio here, then please do contact the tutor through the platform as usual to get some further help and advice. Thank you.